Alrighty.
Save the children!
How's my fingers?
You have to rise up for the children and end human trafficking. Rise up!
Get loud!
Rise up!
Get loud!
Rise up!
Get loud!
Save the children, they don't have a voice.
Stop
10
child
million
trafficking!
children enslaved in the world.
Good stuff, guys. So I think they're doing some protests on human trafficking, which is pretty cool, actually. Let me go on this side, not interrupt some parades. Yeah, it's nice, like, at least some sort of signs of life here, you know? Okay, so another thing I find really useful, wait, I should just flip this actually. Another thing I find really useful is just kind of reliving over those anxious moments and like kind of saying what you should have said in the moment. Like there was a time when, I don't know, some guy, he grabbed me by my arm and he was like trying to like intimidate me because I was talking to some girl, and I should have like honestly just kicked him in the balls or something and like stood up for myself, because like he's like all macho and shit. And you know, there's certain moments, I mean, that's kind of a bit over the top, and I don't try to be that kind of guy, but you know, if you're in self-defense, if you're, you know, outpowered, you got to do what you got to do, right? So okay, let me show you guys a little bit here. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, well, isn't that cool? Okay, so how do I do this? Show. Well, that's what it is. Another technique I'll tell you guys that's extremely effective regardless of what you're trying to work on in life. It's basically you track it, and this is from the book The Compound Effect. You know, the casinos, they track their winnings at each table, at each game, and they probably see, you know what, this one has a bug or whatever, people are winning too much money, we gotta cut it, right? And by tracking, you should also track whatever area that you really care about in your life. Put a challenge to yourself that, you know what, let's say it's working out. You're gonna post to Instagram every day, like how many sit-ups you did, and there's like tally apps for that, for example. And, or like, let's say you have social anxiety. How many girls did I ask out today? Or how many strangers' days did I try to make? Or, you know, like you track the things that you really care about. And if you don't post to Instagram, it just essentially means that you don't have a strong enough why to do it. Just like that video I posted earlier on my Insta about Buster Douglas and Mike Tyson, you know? So basically, I'll skip that example there, but yeah, essentially you gotta like push past that. I mean, I've had like I mentioned earlier, like the impact of social anxiety on your life, it's massive. Like the fact, like let's say in a meeting, you have this great idea and you don't speak up, you just lose that opportunity where they could have maybe promoted you or thought that, you know, when they rate the employee, like for your creativity, the fact that you bring something extra to the table, like you get rated on all that stuff as well, right? So those are kind of the topics that I wanted to cover for the most part. Aside from that, like I said, I'm going to emphasize it again, just reliving those experiences where you tapped out, where you gave up, and just kind of saying the words you should have said, just kind of acting it out, at least in your mind, of like, what should I have, what would the ideal me have done? And eventually you'll get to a point when you do pretty much everything that you should have. Yeah, you'll get to this point of like a habit of self-expression, which is a lot better than being all suppressed. You have really pretty eyes, by the way. So self-expression, it's a really big factor, because like a lot of older people as well have said that there's so many things that they wish they tried when they were younger. And you know, like I said with my example about working out, you can work out at a young age. And let's say I'm 32 now, and even that, like, what age would I rather work out at, 32 or 55? What age do you think it's gonna do me better? I mean, I'm a single guy too, so realistically, now would be a good time to work out and stay in shape, right? It's like affects the respect you get from others, there's people who are out of shape and they just, in the shallow world mentality or whatever you want to call it, like they may not get as much respect because if you don't care enough about yourself, like for example, to get a haircut or to dress well, to, if you just take a look around and see every person, like who cares about their look, who values their self-esteem and who doesn't, right? And part of that's about working out, part of that's like how people dress. There's so many different factors related to your self-esteem and your self-worth. Excuse me, just want to say your hair is extremely phenomenal. Have a great day. Positive thoughts. Okay. Loving memory. Okay, what am I doing now? Well, too late to cross here. I'm gonna get this square up in here. It's a square. And as you can see, there's a decent amount of people out. So if anyone is actually from the city and you're thinking, oh, should I go out or should I stay at home? Like if you're assuming, oh, there's not going to be anyone out today, well, here's your little example of, you want to take account of all that, the head count, that's a lot of people, right? So don't make these assumptions that, oh, COVID-19 has ruined everything. It only ruins everything if you let it, right? That's part of it. You don't realize you're being programmed. What's a television call? Okay, I think I'm going to end this here before I get into this mode where I motivate so much and yet don't work on my own thing. So, yeah, I'm going to end it for now, but thanks everyone.